Well, no, but I'm hungry. Extremely funny. We, in my childhood, kindergarten, no, preschool, I had this boyfriend whom I was initially scared because they had black hair. They lived in Rabbi Street in Warsaw. It was not 80, it was not the 80s, it were already the 90s. And in my class, I had this uh, classmate who in 1990, Lucas, and well, no, I wasn't scared. No, I was just no, because then I went to the theater. I went to like some theater in Warsaw for music class, and it was probably like Na Jolly Boju, and I went there no, it was in 1989, and there was also a Lucas, and they looked like a wolf. They looked like a wolf, and I was like, well, I wasn't a frightening child. I have not been prone to uh, fright. I have not been afraid of. I was just like, well, because in 1989, in theater, we had this like, there was like lady playing the piano. It was the same as Domowe Przedszkole on the TV, but I went there in reality. It was in a theater. It was like the Theater of Poland. And in 1989, then I would be spending time with Jacob, who was born in 1981, 4 years a senior, Jacob, and we've been watching television. And Jacob has a sister who is a Virgo, older sister, and the Moomins. It was the 80s and the 90s. I have appreciated that household. My favorite time because it was incredibly rich in terms of culture. No, culture. There has been books and movements, and people were playing the violin. But if somebody plays the violin, they don't play other things. Yet those times have been particularly the violin was dominating, and I love the kitchen. And the bathroom had a rubber duck in the bathroom. But that was a Żoliborz building in Mickiewicz, not Mickiewicza. And there have been doves outside because na Żoliborzu they live doves like the pigeon, no, like the city doves live in Żoliborzu. It's like normal because the area of the Oslo is it's like, well, it has some history. It has not been built in the 70s. And so there are like birds living there. And it was great. The movies that I have seen was the Gulliver, but I have the good version of like the great Hollywood version of Gulliver with the last scene with singing a very nice voice of a prince. And princes are not that uncommon unless they have forgotten about the heritage. It is important to retrieve your heritage of your good or dobre pochodzenie, which is what is taken under account when going to law school. And there are no other schools because in monarchies people don't become doctors because no one is sick, because there's physical culture. See, physical culture in Sweden, they have physical culture. It's do I have something Swedish? I have some magnesium, which is for pears. It's disgusting. I will never be using this again, ever. I have purchased normal magnesium. I never been looking like a pear. Like, sure, it stimulates the nervous system, but not. Then, you know what says, like, when you go to the candy store, it tells you that it cannot be used by pregnant and breastfeeding women. That is domination by men of women. It's like, if you're pregnant, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. So the women retract to other women, and their homosexuality ruins the the culture of events. And then we have pornography, and men who are horny idiots, truck drivers, culture, so-called, like someone drives a truck. We have physical workers working instead of the workers at the in the docks, in here Or did they put a picture? Okay, they put in Western Gotland. They put a picture here, here. Well, around here. I'm sure that they have one. Well, pretty much quite in many places. Yeah, okay, and the yard workers, the sea space astronautics, astronautica. Instead of being like, wow, I play the violin, I play that, I'm talented. They go to the gasoline station to drive a car, and in the gasoline station there are magazines. Instead of having like magazines about history, like beautiful, they should be placing pictures of women from the history of Europe, or even like, yes, the history of Europe, and they should be placing pretty, like very good looking, beautiful, classy ladies, instead of there is a cute it is not a cute example. It's actually disgusting, but it it is the point is conducted, like, is carried out by someone who's like, look, I know this is shocking, see? It is not Prince Charles Michael. No, it's actually, no, it's St. Andrew. Look at this whore. This is a facial expression of a whore. A good, classy lady would have never posed like this. Emily. They acquire all different names. You can find hookers and prostitutes of any possible names. They have names. They have everything. They are unfortunately good disguise, but yet the significant difference is vital. It is huge and gigantic. I have a small Gus. I got this for my birthday. Okay, I know. Yet the prostitutes and well, our like physical workers. I love physical work, and as a matter of fact, I'm just on my way to my physical work. I'm really happy. Oh no, the toilet brush. Well, it's an IKEA. It is an IKEA toilet brush, so it's not that bad. And I do wash the toilet, No, but it's not. It doesn't become that. I spray it with the. We have this like spray which goes called Lewis, ecological Lewis, with a green leaf. I'm not going to be showing it, but I spray it. And then it's clean. I'm only one person in the household, and when I have friends, I have friends, male friends who I talk with. Oh no, this is a very unfortunate picture. Yeah, no, the difference are significant. I have male mates. I have mates in the army. I am a military. Military. Well, scientific, in our country, we have forms. I'm a military scientist and a military astronautics specialist. I know about astronautics. I've been. Therefore, yet, I deal with sportsmanship. That's why I call it sportsmanship. My areas of interest are not medieval dresses. Like, come on, like, who wears this? This is a citizen. This is a bourgeoisies, and those are like, well, do we really need those daggers? Those medals, yes, medals are expression of recognition by the monarchy, of course, so those are valuable. And Her Majesty, I love Her Majesty, like incredible and beautiful, and I'm impressed by through the monarchy, and of course don't buy the monarchy, and Her Majesty in purple, and because they're beautiful. They are a black magician because they're born in March. Oh yeah. There's a theory of being born. The royals. Really, the Queen has loved chocolate. Well, really. Well, okay, because the Queen has been incredibly a smart young woman, young women. First they were eternally young, and because they were very slim, and they knew that somehow, I guess people in England have the knowledge because they have, had discovered, like in the monarchy of where I reside, the people also had chocolate. They had spices and herbs, and they had good gourmet. They had gourmet. I know the basket is ugly, but it is okay. But this rabbit home, oh yeah, mole home, gopher home, and gopher. I unite with the gophers because my business is mining. It is mining of space. Therefore, I am a mouse, and I am dealing with in the name of God. Definitely in the name of God. Very spiritual. Yeah, generations. Yet, I have like non-resistible. But yeah, but they were saying. It's funny because there's this holiday in Continental where they do like wax figures. The non-Jews do that. It's the end of October. No, it's actually the end of November because every month has to have something. So in November in America you get Thanksgiving, which is a movable holiday, because it's depending on the phase of the moon. And there you get we have St. Andrew's Day. And wax figures. I've done that in my high school. I loved my high school. It was called the Family Union. Family. Oh yeah, it was called the Ark, the Convent of the Ark, and it was magical. I loved my school. There was this girl Alice, who was speaking. She was speaking. It was like 1 year older Alice, who was actually a blonde. They looked like this originally. And then this Alice, she dyed her hair like Anne Frank, I guess, or someone. And Tomaszewski, the dean who has lived in the United States, told me, Dean Tomaszewski of the Faculty of Law of Warsaw, told me that Alice, the woman, that suddenly they're speaking Hebrew. It is like, well, okay, they're speaking Hebrew. Ancient scriptures. Oh yeah, because we had this Jewish lady from English who was a hitchhiker. They were 10 years my senior, Martha, and they have a street in Warsaw of that family of English lady. We had an English lady, and we had a French, Swedish, Spanish, Swede teacher. We need education. The guy's great. We went to Sweden. We went to Karlskrona, and with Swede. Their name was it Daniel? No, it was actually Arthur. It was Arthur, our teacher from this like suck. You suck. You suck. You're terrible. You're a terrible mirror. Have went with us to Norway, and yeah, to Scandinavia, and it was magical. That guy was so nice. There must have been a Leo. There's no way around it. I'm sure that they have been either a Cancer. It's the same thing. Cancer, like zodiac sign. Oh yeah, but you get other zodiac signs. You get Volash. You get like sculpture. You get many others than like your ordinary 13 zodiac signs. You get more elaborate ones once you are so good like you are in physics. Yes, I'm very good constellation in the constellation. Yes, kids in the United Kingdoms are incredibly valuable. They the kids in the United Kingdoms. I should cover that. Whatever. Like people don't recognize this thing, so. No, besides it's good. It's Camp Scandinavia produces it. It used to be produced in Iceland. I used to wear it from Iceland. A company called Össur, yet it's Icelandic language. And I had it in 2014-15 when I was going to the gym. I had this like gym class club. Yeah, I was a professor in it. And they have been producing it in Iceland because it's coal fiber. And oh no, that okay. Do you really need to expose that bathroom spoon? Whatever. Like well, I should probably purchase one. I should probably go to Flying Duca and don't stammer, stammering, and purchase my notebook. You know, it's magical. I have this magical notebook. It is green. I have had it in New York City. It is not a coincidence that it has this cover, and I have good notes from my law school and international law, and notes and different. You know, everybody has those notebooks. Especially this one is beautiful. We love it. We're obsessed with it. Like Sandy Lion, and inside what is inside of Sandy Lion? The tree of life. It is Rosh Hashanah. If I go to Israel, which is Israel, I'm going to Israel in Kislev in December. It is my dream come true. I'm going to Israel. I'm so happy. I'm incredibly thrilled that I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. I am thrilled that I'm going to Israel. No, and of course, I mean, it's not like for sake of going. It's like an obligation before going to Israel. I have to go to Israel. Right, I'm going to Israel in Kislev, and also because when it's gonna be the electricity, the heating, the power plant has just warmed up my home today. And 1 hour ago, I was sitting in the bathroom. And I was spending time. I was dealing with butters for the body, which is health products, and they're very cheap. The company called and J. Wow, yeah, it's very good. It's in the mass of it's an inflammatory. Wow, it is ecological, very good. ETJA.pl Planet Pluto, and Scorpio, because Scorpio rules. Like Scorpio rules nowadays. Since we have the era in America, we have Scorpio. In the United Kingdoms, we have Scorpio. So Scorpio rules the world, and of course, other name of Scorpio is Leo, and because those things are those things are it is a matter of convention. No, like, okay, no one should copy this because it's 1947. Oh, it is 1947. No, it's incredible, and that was most likely his own choice. People they choose their own. No one would choose that sweater. It's ridiculous. That is most likely a edited photograph. It is no possible that some George or Louis, the fourth generation, great grand person, would wear a sweater with a collar. There's no way around it. That a person would wear a collar sweater in the front of this magazine. Politics, special edition, good hair, to commemorate Her Majesty, Royal Majesty. Great heritage. The epoch has been incredible, and plus the Queen has not died, and they have not died. They just have entered in contract with the descendant, the one that follows, Stempne, that it is like I'm going for retirement, and your turn. It's your turn.